Morning everybody, and thank you for coming along. This is a panel discussion for Glasgow Care Foundation talking about all things fundraising. So first things first, I'm going to pass over to Elaine from Glasgow Care Foundation just to give us a quick overview of the charity. Elaine, over to you.
Okay, thanks Claire. Morning everyone. First of all, thank you all for coming along and participating and for all the support that you give us. As Claire said, I'm Elaine from the Glasgow Care Foundation. We're a Glasgow charity and we've been around in Glasgow since 1874, and we help families and individuals living in poverty. So that normally takes the form of household items, basic goods, beds, carpets, maybe a cook or a fridge, some very small household items as well, and supermarket gift cards where there's evidence of food poverty within the house. We give them out to help people buy some food. And we also give out some community grants to companies who maybe are having a project or doing something particularly that would help children, so school trips and things such as that. So we are doing the panel event to obviously raise a wee bit of awareness of our work as well. We're a very small charity. Although we've been around for nearly 150 years, we only have 3 staff, and our accountant and our board are all volunteers. So we have a small scary resource, but we do as much as we can to help as many people as we can. And on average, it's around about 1,000 families a year now. So, and these figures are increasing, as you can imagine, week on week with the current economic climate, and no doubt it'll get worse in the winter. So that's a kind of brief overview of what we do.
Okay, thank you very much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go around everybody and just ask for a quick an introduction of who you are, what you do, and how you heard of Glasgow Care Foundation. First of all, Shirley, can we start with you, please?
Morning, I'm Shirley Henderson and my company is Uppercase VA. I offer virtual assistant services, professional concierge, back office services, support, writing, research, proofreading and more. I'm autism and dyslexia friendly, and I consider myself to be a deguddler, a sort of sorted outer. I think it was networking some years ago that I met Elaine, and it was a local charity, and I think I may have been trying to donate some items and discovered how it actually all worked. I've met Elaine since during networking and enjoy hearing of the different things that they do, and inspirational and inspiring different things that they do.
Thank you very much. Chris, how about you?
Hi everyone, hopefully you can hear me. My name's Chris and I am the founder of the Clyder Cup, which is a golf event recently created just last year, aimed at bringing together the golfing and wider community, looking after our health and well-being, and at the same time supporting small Scottish charities. The event brings together a number of players to have a great day out golfing, meet new people, and hopefully we can bring a lot of funds to charities such as Glasgow Care Foundation.
Brilliant, thank you. Tony?
Hi everybody, I'm Tony Sweeney. I work for a company called Exchange Communications in Kirkconnellock. We're a telecoms organisation in my role, and that's predominantly sales. It's like Glasgow Care Foundation came to me through Elaine networking event. We got chatting about all things, just basically all things in general, but specifically around the charity and what the charity does. And to be honest, it was something that when you start to hear about the fact that there's so many kids living in poverty, so many households in poverty, I think it really tugs on the heartstrings, and especially being a Glasgow boy and you want to support a local charity in the area. So that was the right reason why I get involved.
Brilliant, thank you. Greg, how about you?
Good morning, everybody. My name is Greg Friel from Freelance Music and Media. My background's in the music industry as a singer, songwriter, and a record producer. I do all things audio and video. I help businesses, particularly with content marketing and digital strategy. So I came across Elaine through business networking. I think actually Elaine was one of the first people I actually met through business networking quite a few years ago. And you know, like many of us here, it's just touched by the the stories of that you'd hear of people who are just desperately in need, and it's just such a necessary charity. So since then, I've been involved in any way I can, and I'm here really to kind of recommit to that this morning.
Brilliant, thank you. And last but not least, Colin, how about you?
Hi there. Hi, I'm Colin Sloan. I run a building firm based in Glasgow, working in the residential sector, doing a whole range of home improvements, for extensions to large renovations, large scale renovations. We found Glasgow Care Foundation just online by chance, and by just reading and first impressions, we're really impressed with the work they do in the local community. I know a lot of people, as we all probably do, that are really struggling at the moment. I'm going to get a couple of people, point them in the right direction, Glasgow Care Foundation, because I mean, even just the kind of grassroots stuff, I really think it's brilliant what they do, to be honest with you. So we were really impressed when we kind of first found out about them. So we'll look to help as much as we can. It's just a small percentage of maybe sales invoices. We're trying to kind of nail down what exactly we can do. And I'm doing a couple of running events that I'm donating for Glasgow Care Foundation. And I'm going to try and keep that up, which will keep my fitness up as well. So it's a win-win.
Good. And that segues us very nicely into the next part, where I was going to say, what are you doing to fundraise and how did you come up with the idea? So you're trying to give a percentage of your sales and doing a bit of fundraising by keeping fit. So that's fantastic. Greg, how about you? What are you planning on doing?
Something that I've done before for the Glasgow Care Foundation is do a promotional video. And that's something I'd like to offer again to see if I can help to raise awareness. Obviously that's what I do, and if I can help in any way with the marketing efforts as well to help raise awareness, then I'll be doing that as well.
Fantastic.
That'd be great, Greg. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Are you ready for your close-up, Elaine?
Say again.
I said, are you ready for your close-up?
Oh well, you need to wait till I get a wee bit of makeup on first before you do that. And fix my hair.
Tony, what about you? What have you been doing to fundraise and how do you come up with your ideas?
To be honest with you, the last 12 months since COVID has been really, really quiet. Before that, I was actually quite active and doing a lot of events, done quite a few cycling events, which raised a good bit of money. Inside the office here, we've not got a massive amount of staff, but we're always trying to do and raise funds for just things like cook days and that type of stuff. This year, we're Christmas for Secret Santa. We'll be donating all the money for raising actual vouchers this year, rather than spending £20 on each other. We'll just do that, and we'll put all the funds into Elaine. But my biggest one is I promote Glasgow Care Foundation. Each networking event I go to, I wear my badge proud on my shirt or on my jacket to try and get as much exposure out there as possible. So hopefully that will be the more information, rather than actually going out and doing an awful lot of actual running, which I wish I could, Colin, but unfortunately I've got dodgy knees.
I'm the same.
And the weather's not been the best for me. I'm a fair weather cyclist, so I'm promoting. I'm also supporting and helping Chris promote on LinkedIn the Clyder Cup to try and get as many people involved in that as well. So, which I'll be attending. And Team Sevi, go Team Sevi.
Thanks for that, Tony. That's actually a very good point, that sometimes just raising the brand awareness is equally as important as the fundraising, because the more people that know about us, the more people that can engage and get involved. So we appreciate that.
And also it's been interesting that like most people that are here know about Glasgow Care Foundation through networking events, which just shows the importance of turning up and talking about it, because you're spreading the awareness as well. So fantastic. Chris, how about you? Obviously the Clyder Cup is a major event.
Yeah, well, I probably didn't touch on it earlier about how we came to know about Glasgow Care Foundation, but I think I came to know about it at a barbecue at my partner's parents' house. It was George that made me aware of the Glasgow Care Foundation and the work that they do. And I think with the events, for me, I've ran lots of events, darts, golf, you name it. And at the start of the year, I ran one in aid of Glasgow Care Foundation, which raised just over £300. And I think for me, it was a great way of getting the charity's name out there to let others know about the work that they do and how they help the people of Glasgow actually where we are. And as part of the Clyde Cup event, I think the hardest things for us is making money in that way for it, because we're paying a lot for especially we're holding it at Mar Hall. It's a 5-star resort. So for us, we've managed to get a lot of items that we can auction off, golf courses around Scotland, memorabilia, and holding a raffle. And we've also liaised and networked with several people and businesses since announcing the event, as you could probably see some of them on the screen behind me. And they've all helped contribute to reducing our costs, our overheads, and giving us a better deal so that we can put more money into that pot. As Tony mentioned, he's part of Team Sevi. I'll be captaining Team Sevi on the day as well, so hopefully we'll be bringing the trophy back from winning it last year. But the major benefit for us out of all of this, I think, is that we've got one of the players who's playing, Dean Jardine. His company's trust is going to double match anything that we raise. So when it comes to it, if we get 2,000, we'll have 6. If we get 5, we've got 15, and we've got a lot of money there that we can split between the charities on the day. I think from gaining a big reputation of hosting events around Glasgow and the West, which has attracted some professional players from the dart circuit as well, I wanted to do something different, and I wanted it to be a sport that I enjoy, which is golf. And unfortunately, unlike Colin, I can't really run because my ankles don't hold the support that well. But to do something that links with the Ryder Cup, we've got the River Clyde. It's the perfect name, the Clyde Cup. It's historical to Glasgow, and hopefully we can make it quite historical as well by raising quite a lot of money for the Glasgow Care Foundation.
Brilliant, that's fantastic. And
Fantastic.
on who and the proceeds being doubled, that's amazing. Shirley, how about you?
Well, similarly to Greg, my offering is more of practical support rather than fundraising as such. So when I started the business, I decided I wanted to do some pro bono work for charities or for anybody who might require it. And I'd met Elaine at a more recent event since starting my business, so we explored that. So I did some research and fact finding around funding and grant provision, and some contacts, suggestions, and brainstormed some sort of scatter ideas just about my thoughts about where you could go and seek collaborations or other support, financially or otherwise. Charities have got such limited resources, and those who are in post always strive to do everything they can and more, and it's just not possible to do everything. And I felt I wanted to offer something that I did as a business already, and we discussed how best I could support the charity. Rather than making an offer of something that might not be as valuable as something else, it's better, I think, to discuss with the charity what they're actually in need of, and tailor things around that. Tasks that can be time consuming to do and they're a drain on the resources, and they come in all different shapes and sizes for different charities. So it's just finding something that you do as an organisation or as an individual that you could plug a gap somewhere that's very meaningful.
That was very, very useful, Shirley, so thanks again. In fact, thanks to all of you for everything you've done for us so far. We appreciate it, the help, no matter what form or shape it comes from. You know, as a very, very small charity, that's what makes us more successful, and that's what brings in more revenue or brings in more awareness, is the fact that we have external support. So it's we really appreciate it.
Yeah, and it's so nice that there's such a variety of different things. There's funds coming in, but also the help and the support that's there, because as you said, Elaine, there's 3 of you, so resources are tight, so somebody can come in and do a video that's obviously quite time consuming, and you need knowledge and software and all those kind of things. You've got a specialist who can do that. So these things are all just equally as valuable as financial donations. And then
Absolutely.
kind of on to that point, for you, Elaine, can you tell us all why it's so important to have external fundraisers for the Glasgow Care Foundation?
Well, probably for the reasons I've sort of touched on. We are quite a small charity. We have been around for a number of years, but we do always spend every penny that comes in on people who need help. So we don't tend to employ additional staff to do additional duties, because we want all the money to go out to help the families in need. And we can't always, do everything ourselves. We have a level of expertise, obviously, in our own fields, but it's handy when we can reach out to people with additional expertise that we don't have. So Shirley, for example, with her research skills, Greg with the videos, etc. And then with everyone, Tony, Colin and Chris, who are obviously strong on the fundraising side for us and have been doing things to support us there. So I suppose it's a bit of a cliche, but really every penny helps, you know, and it's as simple as that. The more money we bring in, the more awareness we have, the more people we can help. So I would say the external support for us is absolutely crucial. And it's what puts us on, I suppose, the Glasgow map today. The fact that people do know about us now. Don't get me wrong, there's still a bit of work to be done probably to try and engage with more people who don't know about us. But certainly from where we are, maybe even 10 years ago, I think we have more familiarity around the network circuit, and we're just trying to keep grow that as we can, and then engage with any other corporate companies or anyone else who's willing to do anything to help us. A couple of recent examples where actually Glasgow Kelvin College had a couple of fashion shows for their end of term, the students, and they made it a charity event. So they raised about £1,500 for us, which was brilliant. And we had a team from Virgin Money there in Glasgow. They decided to use their volunteering days to work as a team, and they did a climb actually last Friday, just climbed a big giant mountain, which I couldn't do. But they raised again a fantastic amount, something near £2,700. So it's all this work that goes on in the background that we do try and publicise as much as we can in our social media channels that makes such a difference, because it just tops up, you know, our budget month on month, and it just means there's more people we can help. So if there's anyone out there who perhaps wants a wee bit more information about the charity, I'm always available for a chat, or I can, you can email me. It's just elaine@glasgowcarefoundation.org, and be happy to engage and chat more about how you can help, or to engage with us and what you can do.
Brilliant. Well, thank you everybody so much for your time this morning. I know everybody's very busy, so I really do appreciate you popping on. I know it's short and sweet, but that's the way we like it. And as Elaine said, anybody, when you're out and about and at networking events, it's so nice to hear you're promoting the charity as much as you can and trying to raise as much awareness as possible. And thank you so much everybody for all the things you're doing to help support and raise funds for the foundation. So thank you very much for joining us this morning, and we'll see you all later. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.